Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So this is going to be your August general reading. It's going to be a general outlook, which we're going to look at career, money and finance, love, a challenge, a blessing. I'm going to pull you a crystal card and anything else that comes through. Do check your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign of these readings. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for your support. If you're a returning viewer and any of the content on my page resonates with you, I'd love to welcome you to subscribe and support the channel. Should you feel like this might resonate with anyone who either has top Scorpio placements in their chart or resonates with anything that comes in the reading or Scorpio energy, please do share it with them so that they can be guided as well. Please note that there's a future prediction in this, so you might want to revisit this reading as many times as you need to in August. If you're seeing this at a later date because you're called to it for some reason, they are timeless in intention, so it will be applicable for you. The last thing I want to say, obviously, it's general, so please, if you want a personalized reading or any of my services, my email's in the description box below and also on my website. So Scorpio, I hope you're all well. Let's see what comes into your reading. Career, money and finance for Scorpio, please. Spirit. Career, money and finance. Career, money and finance for Scorpio. Six of Wands, beautiful card for your career, money and finance. Knight of Swords. Death and rebirth. Your energy here. Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting. I think it came up in either Libra or Sagittarius. I think it was Libra. So maybe if you've got Libra in your chart, you should check that reading out. Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, Death and Rebirth, Ten of Pentacles. Ultimately, you're ending with the Ten of Pentacles here. A solid, stable foundation around your finances, your career, your money, it's solid. It's something that you've built, worked at, and it's not something that is a quick win that's going to be taken away from you. Beautiful card. You're going to be very abundant in terms of your money and finance and wherever your career is heading. The Six of Wands tells me that there's going to be some recognition for your hard work, for whatever work you're doing in your career. Whether it's a project deadline, you are going to be the spotlight, a bit like the employee of the month. Or if you've got your own business or you work from home, then you are going to have a lot of recognition. Possibly, you know, stuff that could go viral. A little bit of fame is tied in with this. And then the Knight of Swords is saying to me that that is actually rushing in towards you. The recognition is rushing towards you, something that you've been really passionate about. It could even be if you're retired or you're no longer working, that is, you've been working on something in particular, and maybe that actually gets kick-started and helps you achieve success in it, actually, beyond what you was actually thinking. It's like becoming an influencer, you know, and you're going to be inspiring others, not because you're an influencer, but in general from what you're actually doing. This could also be a leadership role rushing in for you. The Death and Rebirth tells me an end of a chapter that you've had. And obviously that could be the end of a chapter that happened prior. It's a cycle of transformation for you. There's been a transition as well to get to this stage, which ultimately is what you're aiming at and what you're going to be achieving. With this is obviously a newfound awareness that you've earned and new beliefs. There's the initiation process with the rebirth. It's also your energy, so I'm not too fixated on it being a death and a rebirth, a death of something for all of you right now. I think it's something that has already ended for you. There's been a chapter and just your energy is very strong in this reading, and the rebirth is very strong. I also pulled the Fool card, as you can see. New chapter rushing in for you, the Knight of Swords. It's going to be very abundant, very solid and stable, Scorpio. So let's get you some love messages in here. Some of you could have Aries placements in your charts. Love for Scorpio, please. Okay, pull to this. Hanged Man. Devil. Star card. Five of Cups. Okay. In terms of love, okay, you're realizing what you need to let go of, or what you have let go of in August. It's actually been pretty toxic. I think there's been some codependency here. There's been some addiction, whether it's from yourself or from the other party. There's been some unhealthy attachment in this relationship that's either currently very dissatisfying to you, or it could be something that you have ended and you're healing with with the death and rebirth card, and then the star card, the healing. There's been, obviously, the difficulty has caused you to go into your shadow self, you know, where you might have also felt a bit trapped by your own stories, lying to yourself due to temptation by staying in this unhealthy environment, you know. Also Capricorn energy, what this is showing me is that you're releasing it, okay, and this is spiraled into a journey with the death and rebirth. I know it's in the career and finance, but I'm tying it in here. The star card, you're healing your past experiences, or this experience that you are going to be walking away from in August. It's dissatisfying. You've known for a very long time that change is needed. And this kicks off your healing process. The star is also a wish fulfillment. So some of you could be wishing to have the strength to get out of this situation. Some of you are wishing, or, you know, through your healing and the pain that you might be experiencing, that you have the strength to end it. Some of you might have already had this death and ending, and it's the rebirth healing process, because you recognized you needed to move away from what wasn't serving your heart, what wasn't serving your life, you know. It wasn't it just didn't align with you. If one stage in time it aligned with you, but for a lot of you, I feel like if it did align with you at one stage, it was something that you remained in for quite some time, where I feel like with the Devil card that there was a bit delusion, you know, and I feel that you feel a bit of grieving here, and possibly there is a broken heart, as well as with you also trying to heal. There's been a bit of self-pity, you know, you've been really disappointed. There's been self-pity here, Scorpio. So let's pull you another card to see what comes through. Five of Swords, you know, conflict about the situation. You know it's not serving you. You know the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. You need to make that change, you know. You need to step away. This is about being put at unfair advantages, you know. You've probably lost a bit of your confidence in this situation as well. But there's definitely a need to change, Scorpio, and also use your discernment in terms of that. I'm also getting that this could be an air sign, someone who has heavy air sign in their charts as well. It could be Aquarius, but there's air sign that's very heavy in this. Okay, so let's pull you a challenge for the month of August. Challenge for the month of August for Scorpio, please. Challenge for the month of August for Scorpio, please. Challenge for the month of August for Scorpio placement, please. Beautiful. Six of Cups, right? So your challenge here, you know, the Six of Cups is about the inner child. It's about soulmate. It's about going back to nostalgia, connecting with your inner child. You could be feeling a bit of homesickness. Some of you could be wishing to visit family because you're feeling you're missing your family. This is really connected to the heart. So for me, your challenge here is really being back into your heart-centered place when you've been hurt. Okay, those of you that are single, this is also your past of what you've experienced that you're healing from, and trying to see love, ready to experience it in a different light. So the challenge in August is when you're falling into a certain mindset or feelings, you need to let go of past. You're going to be, some of you might dwell on the past, or even focusing on the future too much and not being present. Okay, this is also about maybe some of you, really it's that time to branch off and set your life up for you. Leave your family home if you're in that. Some of you, this could be about ignoring your inner child, not wanting to step up to maturity, not wanting to let go of your roots, being really stuck on nostalgia, but in a sense of keeping hold of it and not letting it go, where you can move forward, not too far in the future, in the present, but also move forward with your life. Okay, being in your heart is going to be very important for you. In the month of August, let's pull you a blessing. I'm also getting, for some of you, if you're feeling called to revisit your family home or visit your family, but it's something that you've been putting off and you're not really sure, it's probably a good idea to. That's where maybe a challenge has been, actually. And your interesting Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is, this is your blessing. Being heart-centered, being intuitive, trusting who you are, being in your divine, mature, feminine energy. So here where you lack it a little bit. So this is really about balance for me. It's a balancing your emotional maturity. It's trusting in the universe. It's being in your heart-centered approach. It's being loving and kind and warm, even though you feel like maybe you've been in hurtful situations recently. There's intuitive hits that are coming through to you as well with the Queen of Cups. Being in your nurturing energy, sparkling your beauty that you are. As you can see, it's really about making sure that you nurture yourself, but being an open, kind, remaining kind-hearted, kind to the environment and people around you, where sometimes we can become really stuck on the past, and it can hold us back from being in our heart as well. You've got Opal, which is beautiful, right? It's let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold, show your bigger than life side to the world. Okay, so you're healing. It's time to show the world who you are, Scorpio. I think I've said this a couple of times in your readings, to be honest with you, that also in the Astrology Weekly, where I do the different themes, water signs, a lot has come through, tying into Scorpio as well, is that you're growing into this new person that a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't realize this was the person. Because you're moving out of sort of depression and difficult times that held you back into not only victim mode, but really just not knowing what to do. I want to say with yourself, but with what you're going through. We've got the angel message of wisdom, which is beautiful, because that's how we also stay heart-centered and we move forward. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. So with wisdom, life takes you on a new perspective, and any dramas or fears become insignificant. in comparison to the magnificence of the overall picture that we see in life, which really is what we're saying about the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups, and then being your bold you coming out. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still quiet center, listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your infinite self. Walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. So your affirmation in August is, I listen to my wisdom. Absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in your next readings. Bye for now.